What's good, team? Timeless Traveler here, and welcome back to my Let's Play. Now, we got ourselves a bit of a mission today. We have to go out and adventure for a few things, and... oh, what's this over here? Oh, making very good use of the spyglass. We're able to zoom in and take a look at this lonely pillager. Now, usually, the ones that are in, like, the leather suits, they're the ones that typically have the flag. And this guy's not even holding the axe. It almost is like it's lodged in his head if we get a view from the other side. And then let's see what else we can zoom in on today. We got ourselves a rabbit. Oh, so adorable. Look at that. Look at this close-up shot, everyone. And then we have ourselves the lovely bees. I thought I saw them earlier, but maybe they went back to work on their honey. It's okay. We might see them on the way back. I've been putting off working on the basement of my house and pretty much decoration of the house in general because it requires a lot of excavation work. And at the time, I didn't want to just continuously mine for iron for digging out everything because it would have taken a lot of shovels. And this was before we had fortunable iron, before we could apply a Fortune 3 to the iron. So this was before 1.17. I didn't want to keep wasting iron, so that's why I built the Iron Village. And then after, spending enough time in the Iron Village, I've got maxed out diamond tools, so I don't have to worry about using iron. But I also don't want to mine at a slow pace. So I decided to wait until I managed to get myself a beacon. Now that I have the ability to insta-mine, we're going to take care of the basement, so we have an official storage. I think I've got a little too far to the east. We need an official storage, and then we're going to decorate it with some deep slate, some lanterns, maybe have a little pool for the oxalotls. I think that'll be interesting. We're going to have to come back over here because let's spy on the enemy real quick. As we can see here, enemy forces are limited. However, opposition is still very high. We want to be careful. So this is going to be an emerald farm. We're actually not that far from the spawn. So it works out pretty conveniently for us considering that we have horses as our fastest means of travel. But anyways, what I'm curious about is I don't have the iron blocks required to power my beacon. Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna just go head back real quick and go get my iron blocks. He's still over here, hasn't despawned, but he's not causing any trouble, so I guess we can leave him. So I've got my 136 solid iron blocks. Now we can go all the way back again and get into the mines. Now you might be asking, why do I have a donkey with me? Well, take a look at their inventory real quick. So we got an additional 15 slots. We don't have bundles, we don't have shulkers, we don't have any other form of transportable storage. Right now, besides your inventory, the donkeys and the llamas are your only transportable storage system. Now, the mules also carry 15 storage slots, but in order to get a mule, you got to breed a horse with a donkey, which I have. Well, I had the donkey first, so... oh, I'm sorry. But I had the donkey first, so it's just like, why would I wait for the mule to grow up? So, we have the donkey, we have the 15 slots of inventory, now we just got to get back to the mine. Horses, mules, donkeys have been around for a few updates now, but to be completely honest, I've never actually used them. I've seen them, I've occasionally tamed them, but I've never actually built any stables. I've never grew an army of donkeys and horses. I just kind of let them be. I never actually put them to use, and I'm realizing now if you don't have shulker boxes, this is actually very, very useful. It's also a faster way to travel. If you can't fly and you don't have shulker boxes, then you want to use donkeys. It's the best way to travel, and it gives you more inventory. Also, I have to admit, the spyglass is really cool. Honestly, I didn't think it was all that great at first, but sometimes it's nice to say, like, I see something over here, I don't have to go all the way over there, I could just look at it from a distance, sightsee, and then be on my way. I don't have to waste any time running all the way up to it to take a look at it. Or if there's something going on or some sort of message I need to see, I don't have to run all the way over to one side of the space. I could just zoom in and be on my way. So it's starting to grow on me. Okay, so now that we're here at about 11, we're just gonna open up this area to make room for a beacon. So we're gonna be right here. We need to go out by 4 in this direction. That's 3, 4. Now I am curious. So another reason why I'm down here is because we can insta-mine. I, of course, have to do an intense insta-mining session, especially with this new deep slate. I'm wondering, because it's a little slower to mine, just how much deep slate can we get on insta-mine? Can we even insta-mine deep slate? I think someone tried this before. I saw this in a video, and you actually can't insta-mine deep slate. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I would like to be able to insta-mine deep slate. All right, well, let's see if we can insta-mine deep slate. I think I saw a video that showed that you couldn't, but about to find out. No, that seems pretty instant to me. And we got the tough, but the deep slate mines a little bit slower. So we can't insta-mine deep slate, but it's still pretty fast. And we got one of the rare diamonds that don't generate as much in the 1.17 ore generation. I don't know about all of you, but I am very excited for 1.18, not because of the caves and cliffs in this particular instance. I'm very excited for that, but I have such a good feeling about this deep slate. I mean, look at this. Look at the cobbled variants. I have such a good feeling about this deep slate. Then when it comes to building and look, we have a new type of brick, and you know how important bricks are for people that like to build the dungeons and the basements and, you know, the castles and all that. The deep slate brick is going to add a much needed flair to the looks of these builds with the brick variants. But why 1.18 is going to be great for the deep slate is that once you go below y=0, it's all deep slate. Right now, we only have these patches, which is not too bad, honestly. It consists of about the last one that I went through had about 5 or 6 stacks. So, you know, it's a decent amount. Like, you know, it could be more, but it's a good teaser. It's a good quantity. And it's not like these are hard to find, and they're also very well connected too. So you may end up actually leaving the caves with like a full inventory because some of these pools of deep slate are so close together. All right, team, we got ourselves a secret mission to do. So I have to create a bucket so I can fill it up with water. So I have a waterway down. Because when we leave, I don't want to leave my scaffolding behind. So we're just going to have a waterfall that allows us to get up and down. And then I can pick up the water on the way out. Now, I realize that we're near a pillager outpost, and I'm thinking, don't they have crafting tables inside those huts? And then I realized this is a perfect time to use the spyglass to see if they have a crafting table. So let's just crouch real quick. Let's get real low, and perfect. We have 2 crafting tables. Now, this one is closer to us, but it's also closer to their outpost. So we're just going to kind of sneak over here. Luckily, we have the cover of rain to kind of mask their visuals. But we're going to kind of, you know what? I think this one might be safer. But we've got the cover of rain to mask out visuals. Uh-oh. I saw movement. Uh-oh. It's a good thing they don't know how to use these spy glasses. You know, maybe we just have to use the one over here. Swimming over here. Let's crouch. And where'd they go? Where'd the enemy movement go? Did they... Uh-oh. Oh, they're right here. Okay, I think we're good. We're gonna get in a little closer. They seem to be focused on that. So let's just sneak. Let's just get over here real quick. Let's just create the Create the bucket. Got it. Okay, let's go. You'll never catch me. Those poor suckers, they don't suspect a thing. Okay, we got what we needed. Now I need some, I forgot, I need some water. There we go. Okay, now I can get rid of the scaffolding and we have, I just don't want to leave the scaffolding behind. Ah, the long, slow ascent up through the water. We're almost there. Luckily, because of respiration, I can survive underwater for periods of time. But let's take a nap real quick. So after about 40-ish minutes, I think, let's see what we got here. We got, okay, we have 2 stacks there. We got about the same amount in my inventory along with some various ores. Well, team, I'd say that was very successful. We should have enough cobble deep slate to really make the basement look good and make it look like a dungeony kind of basement. And we can buy lanterns, don't have to craft those because we got a bunch of librarians. Another reason why librarians are so important. Team, I just had a terrible thought. You know how I was just spying on that pillager outpost over by the 1.17 mines? And you remember how there's this guy over here who looks a little funny? What if, there's 2 theories. Okay, so what if this guy, there's 2 possibilities here. He could either be a spy for that outpost, keep an eye on me and my progress, planning on doing some horrible things to my amazing base that I worked so hard on, or he actually is exiled from his community. He's been shunned, like I thought earlier, although he's getting real sus. He's getting a lot closer to my base. I may have to take drastic measures because, well, I can't just outright kill him. He's got the flag, and that means it'll put my Iron Village at risk. Let's try to capture him. Okay, so here's the plan. Before nightfall, we're gonna capture him. And uh-oh, I forgot my spyglass. Okay. Now where did he go? Where is he? Nope, not seeing him. Okay, team, let's head out. So we're gonna try to make him come towards me, and when he does, we're gonna place down the rail, and then we're gonna place on the minecart. He's gonna get stuck in there. Because he has no projectile weapons, we will be safe. From there, I'll just kind of leave him there until I figure out what to do with him, until I find a more appropriate cage for him. Okay, moving over here, just llamas and some rabbits. I can't believe he would have just despawned after all this time. He's been over at that lake for quite some time. For him to just despawn now just doesn't make any sense. But I don't know where else he could have gone in this time. Well, team, I don't know where Johnny went. He's holding an item. So, well, there was an axe floating near his body, but his hands weren't actually out holding it. So, I don't know. He couldn't have despawned because he had an item in his hand. So my only other guess is that he realized that I was onto him and he's gone underground to hide from me. Hold up. Is that a zombie on my sheep? Can that happen? Can zombies ride sheep? Uh-oh, the Enderman saw me. Anyway, can that happen? Do sheep just... Since when are sheep rideable? I wanna ride a sheep. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to be on sharp lookout for that spy. We're gonna have to build an outpost, I think, at some point, just so we have a better way of keeping an eye on the terrain and keeping my land safe from enemy attacks. You never know what could happen. But I think we can start to get to work, actually, on getting this basement set up. So if you look at the dimensions of this deck, we have to dig all of that from there to there. This is why, you understand now, why I have been putting this off until I had max level enchantments. And I got a nice pyramid underground right here. So that way, whenever I need, my base will have beacon power. And just like that, we have ourselves right in the center. I think it looks pretty cool. We'll do a little bit of redesigning. I think have like a circular stairway. So this can kind of be a centerpiece, and we'll put a wall right here. But that's our future project. Got ourselves a nice little beacon set up, and well, we're gonna have to start digging. So let's get in here. So we're gonna have to get underneath, we're gonna have to pull up the floorboards a bit. And then from there, I got rid of my axe. So silly. It's okay. We're just gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna pull up the floorboard, and then we gotta scratch the surface real quick. We're gonna break this out. This is going to be the wall. We'll have to fill that in actually right here. We don't want to see the wood bits. We just want. Actually, you know what? We'll keep that there. I'll think on that one. But we need to get rid of all of this, and now we can insta-mine this away. Then we're gonna dig down about another 3 blocks. Now, unfortunately, we still don't have Spectator Mode in 1.17. Hopefully, we will get it in 1.18 on the Bedrock edition. I would very much love for that to be possible. So, unfortunately, that means I can't give you all a third-person time lapse. We're not gonna do building montage this because this is just simply digging out a hole. So I'm simply just we're gonna skip to the next scene, and you will see this place fully excavated. And look at all this open space. Now I have been doing some work in creative mode because I wasn't quite sure what to do, and also this was such a large space. I got a little overwhelmed because I thought, you know what, this is way too big. But as I was saying, I did a little creative work, and I'm quite happy with the results. So we got a lot of work. We're going to fill all this in. We're going to change everything. We're going to change all that. It's going to be a completely different room. You won't even know that this is a basement. So we have to replace the stone textures as well. We also have to relocate all the sheep, which is not going to be fun, but it's going to be fairly simple. It's just a little tedious. We'll just put over a little fenced area right there and just transfer them from one side to the other. But take a good look at this house while it lasts, everybody. This is the last time that you will see this house without the 1.17 updates. So what do you think? We have the time lapses back in. It's a little bit more challenging because I don't have flying account. I had to switch difficulty to peaceful just to keep the second player safe and put them in a spot where I could try to get a better angle, but we're pretty much done. And I mean, you saw from the time lapse, we just deconstructed and rebuilt everything. You can only appreciate it from a distance with a spyglass, and we'll come to appreciate it up close and personal in just a minute. But I just want to take a moment here. Just look at all this. We were struggling with cobblestone, andesite, gravel, stone, and then after just a few hours underground below Y16, we have accumulated enough deep slate to fully upgrade our house, as well as fit a lovely little basement in there. So let's go ahead and take a tour of the place, shall we? So we're gonna just go ahead and take a nice look all the way. Well, we don't have to look all the way around, but this is pretty much the same. We have the lovely deep slate brick wrapping around, and that is going to be, the whole basement is pretty much deep slate brick. We got the nice cobbled deep slate slabs. Let's get a little zoom in on the textures of this polished deep slate right here. I know I said that Blackstone was the best block and all of the variants were the best, but I rescind that comment to say that deep slate is the best. I mean, just look at this. I mean, you remember how this base used to look with all the grays, and this is just perfect. This isn't like super dark like Blackstone would be, and it's not super bright like your regular stone brick either. It's just that right balance, and it's just perfect. It goes well. It's a darker color, and it fits well, I think, with spruce. And then we put some polished andesite, or not andesite. We replaced the andesite with polished deep slate walls. Here we got ourselves the nice pillars. Everything's exactly the same. We just changed all of the stone. But let's work our way down here. Now this is a storage room. I put this little guy here. I don't know why. I just felt like there should be space right here. So I put an observer right there. I feel like this should be enough for all of our needs before we have to upgrade to, say, a mega base or a more industrial auto storage. So, and we got plenty of barrels too to help break up the look of all the chests. When you make a storage, I feel like everybody just slaps chests everywhere. You want to add a little bit more. And since we only have really 3 types of storage right now, one of them can't be accessed until late game. It's for aesthetics. I feel like using the barrels needs to be utilized a little bit more, at least for me. So I'm going to try to do that more. And then we literally have, I think I told you, I don't know, that I wanted to start working on underground tunnel access, and we're already getting a start by having this little exit out to the pond. So if I need to go outside and I don't want to go out the front door, I've got this little access hatch right here. And mobs can't get in because mobs can't push buttons. And of course, what do you think about the lighting technique that I did? Digging the holes everywhere and placing slabs on top. These are slabs here, there's slabs up here. That way light from the top passes down and then light from the bottom passes up. So this whole area is completely lit up day and night, never have to worry about any uninvited guests. And while it was just something as simple as just replacing all of the gray textures with the deep slate variants, to me, it's a whole nother house on the outside. I mean, it was this cheap looking light gray wooden box, and now it is a cheap, dark, dungeony kind of house. I like it. And I know when I start flying around and gathering more resources, hello Fred, when we start gathering more resources, we're going to definitely do a bit of upgrading, I think, to this house. We still need to make a path. So, you know, we have that mine way over there to the north. I want to start clearing out a path over there so I can bring more. I want to start breeding some mules. I need to get like a mule farm. Mules, donkeys, horses, put them off somewhere over there. And then take them with me with a bunch of leads so I can fill up their inventory, because I currently don't have shulker boxes. I have no transportable storage. There's a problem, because anyone that has been caving in the new 1.17 generation knows just how easy it is to fill up your inventory, because every ore that there is to gather, there are 2 versions, the stone and the deep slate. So it gets a little tedious because things fill up so quick. But we'll save all of that excitement for a future episode. We're gonna end it here today, everybody. Thank you all again so much for watching. I am Timeless Traveler, and this was my Let's Play. Let me know what you think about the house, the improvements that we've done, and as well, I would like to hear some of the building things that you have done with Deep Slate so far. Let me know down below in the comments what you've put together with the new Deep Slate blocks. I'd love to hear about it. So until then, thank you all again so much for watching. You all take care, have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next episode.